We like tank tops.
We like Instagram likes.
And we smashing your check.
There you go, Samaj.
We are
Those
light
niggas were in high
skinned.
school. They're obviously very young because that was cringy. Yeah. Like she said, nigga, put your tongue in your mouth. These kids are doing too much. They're doing too much, bro.
Yeah, they really are.
They really are.
Welcome back, Relatable. I'm Samaj.
I'm Justice.
Our topic today is fetishizing black men and how it's become popular to do so, and how black men are mostly seen as sexual. You know,
That's not good.
We as black men are more than that. It's become very mainstream and like it's a cool thing, but in reality, all you're doing is stereotyping a race.
Pretty much stereotyping. So yeah, I came across this trend where people were saying like, "I love you, black man. I love you, black man.
You black man. I love you, 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 black."
That's the sound behind it, and obviously there's some truth behind that. You know, people saying like they love black men. It wasn't just a joke. People have a preference to date black men, and although that may seem like, oh, you know, you can like whoever you want, you can date whoever you want. When you say that you only like, or you say that you like a certain type of race, you're kind of putting all people of that one race in a box. So if you're saying, oh, I like black men, you're assuming that all black men are going to be like the type that you have a preference for, or like the black men that you've dated before. This person.
That's what you want, a black boy, nothing else.
She removed that video. You know what's bad when someone deletes their post, when people start what is it called? Sharing it, or
they share it?
Not sharing it.
When they get comments?
Stitching. No, stitching.
Okay.
Yeah, when people start stitching and then talking about your video and stuff like that, people will remove it. So he's basically commenting on like, oh, all you want is, you know, a black dude, nothing else. Mm-hmm. And given he's Asian, some people in the comments may be like, oh, you know, well, he's probably just butthurt. She can have a preference. No, at the end of the day, he's right. You know, you can have a preference for a certain type of person, but when you kind of diminish it to just like, oh, I just want a black man. There's a lot of different types of black men. That's the only thing you look for is a black man. So it's not the fact that you can't have preferences. It's just when you say certain things and you kind of like list off a list of things that are typically associated with being a certain race, and then it's like, that's kind of, you know, being stereotypical.
That's being stereotypical.
It's something that no one is really paying attention to, but it's kind of cringy when a person does say that they prefer a certain race without giving, you know, like valid reasoning, you know, to preferring a certain race. Because honestly, 9 times out of 10, I don't think there's a valid reason to prefer a certain race besides the one that I listed, which is like, oh, you know, oh, I prefer black women. You know, no one would bat an eye. No one would say that that's wrong. And to a certain extent, it's not wrong because that may be who they grew up around. So that may be who they, you know, just find attractive. Like, you know, I've only been around black women, so I find black women attractive. But besides that, I don't think there's a valid reason to prefer a race. Like, what if a woman was like, oh, I like you because you're black? That's not a compliment to me, personally. Yeah, I'd be like, there's millions of other black people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you like about me?
Yeah,
I like you because you're black. If you're a black dude out there, ask the girl that you're with if she's not black. Ask her, why you like me? Like, why did you like me initially? Sorry. Why did you like me initially? Yeah. Oh, you were black. I guess I checked the box, huh? That one box that you had.
Didn't have to try.
Didn't even have to try. Aced the test.
What about people who want to like try a race?
Oh.
So how are you gonna be like?
What does that mean? What does that mean though?
By try, I mean like, you know, they want to branch out. You know, maybe I'll try to date some other type of race. And they don't really have a reason other than like, I want to branch out.
Okay,
is that an acceptable reason?
Oh, okay. I've always dated black women. I want to date white women. Okay, what's your reasoning? Oh, I just feel like, yeah, whatever you say after that is bad. You can look for who you want. Like, you can list, okay, she has to be 5'5", or that's very specific, but I want her to be 5'5", black hair, you know, this, have this kind of personality, and then it's like, oh, she can be any race. She can be white, she can be Asian, she can be black. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay if you want to do that. But saying like, oh, I've always dated black women, I want to date a white woman. Like, what's your reasoning? Do you think that you're going to find something in a white woman that you can't find in a black woman? And again, either way, it goes into like fetishizing that person. Like, ooh, like, let me see what else they got. Like, you know, whether it be sexually or
What about culturally?
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. But again, even then, you're still assuming that all people of that, you know, race share the same culture, which is not true at all, especially for Black people.
That's true.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments. That is all we have. Peace.
When I
Subscribe.